The 730 Project, day 137. As my partner says, I am a walking dichotomy because there are times where I am the most patient person that you will ever meet. And then there are times like today where I'm not patient. I I just noticed in the mail. I didn't check yesterday, but 2 days in a row. So the state that we live in has toll roads, and 2 days in a row now we've gotten an envelope from toll enforcement, and I got one of these a couple of months ago, maybe. And the thing is, in this state, there are two companies that are service providers for the toll roads. And all the toll roads, all the transponders work on all the toll roads. You don't need a particular one for, this set of toll roads and whatnot. So we've got a transponder that has this one happens to be my wife's name, and she's had it for years, and she's had the account for years. So the letter a couple of months ago, now these are addressed to my wife because the transponder's in her name, right? A couple of months ago, I get this letter, and it's the toll enforcement is from the company that is not the service provider for the transponder that we have. And they're saying, hey, we took photographs of your car, and we have, these are all the places that you went through toll gates and you did not pay for it, so now you owe this money. And I've dealt with things like that before, and eventually they figure it out. I didn't look to see what was in the envelope yesterday. The one today, I opened it, and it was the same thing. And they have tolls from last October through December, which, it's like they're waiting several months and letting them rack up. And it's from the same company, though, the one that we don't have the service through, that and the transponder is working. Every time you go through a toll gate and you go through the automatic scan, it says go. Your account's good. We took the toll. You're good to go. Every time it says that. And yet I've got this bill now, and probably, I don't know if it's the same thing yesterday. Maybe they're just going to send them every day until they hear from us. Eventually, I think they figure it out, but they haven't figured it out yet. And so here's where the lack of patience comes in. Because now, in my mind, even though it's addressed to my wife, in my mind, I feel like this is something that I need to deal with, which means making phone calls, which I absolutely do not like making phone calls. I've never, excuse me, now, to be clear, I'm making this video on my phone. So I like the smartphone capabilities of things. I don't like talking on the phone. So, this will involve a phone call, and typically these things go oh, well, you have to pay this. Oh, well, it's already been paid. We, use the other service provider. Well, that's not what our records show. You still have to pay. And, it's just, to me, it's stressful, and it's annoying more than anything else, because I shouldn't have to do things like this. Okay, when we've got the system set up, and we're taking the responsibility for paying the tolls like we're supposed to use these roads, it's already taken care of. We front loaded that time. So like the time was put in to set up the account and get the transponder, and it's like automatically pays. It's like it gets below a certain amount on the account, then it automatically charges. So that's all taken care of, right? Now I've got to deal with this, and one, it's a waste of time, and I absolutely detest wasting time on things like this that have no purpose. This is completely meaningless, right? And the other thing is, I I have attention deficit. Okay, this brain right here, this is a neurodiverse brain, and like anytime I'm distracted by things like this, it means I'm not getting other things done, things that help support my family, things that help me move forward with what I want to do with my life, things, spending time with my family. All of this stuff like this is a distraction from that. And I have no patience for it at all. So please, if anybody from this other toll company is listening to this, watching this right now, figure your stuff out, because this is ridiculous. I mean, because this has been like in the past 6 months, maybe 8 months, this has happened. I've gotten letters like this 5 or 6 times. I mean, figure it out. So, yeah, today the message is no patience. I don't have patience for things that are frivolous, the things that are stupid time wasters. Because it's hard enough, like I said in the video yesterday, I've had book ideas swimming around in my head for years. And when I've got to call and take care of something that's already taken care of, like I don't have to take care of it, but like I feel like I should. 3 years, I've got other stuff to do, right? So, and I don't know what the deal is. The voice is still like that, and my throat's dry, and whatever this is just hanging on for dear life. And I am not a violent person, but I want this thing gone. I want this dead. I want this, whatever this is, this infection, this infestation into my lungs and my throat, and in this ear especially. A little bit in this ear, but this ear especially. I want it dead, gone. It's been weeks, and I'm over it. I mean, I have to have a cough drop in my mouth as I'm falling asleep every night, so I don't cough and wake up my partner, because she's kind of a light sleeper. And yeah, I'm getting a little wound up. Had a little bit of lovely time with my whistle today, and I did a few more things around the house, and I don't know, I need to focus on health. That's part of it. I need to focus on business. And that's about it for showing up today. So, I'm not going to rant anymore. I'm not. I'm finished for now. Thank you. Or I should say I have finished for now. You know that in the French language, you could say je suis fini, which is I am finished, or you could say j'ai fini, which is I have finished. And it's an important distinction in French, because if you say I have finished, like say you're eating a meal, and would you like any more? You say merci, non, j'ai fini, I have finished. If you say I am finished, it means that you believe you're going to die, that you're done for. I'm finished. So, important distinction. Language can be a fragile thing. Again, 2 days in a row, I'm like goofy. I'm just like, Okay, I'm going to take my raspy voice and my dry throat, and I'm going to get some sleep. So this has been day 137. I will be back here on day 138.